Ladies and gentlemen, I think there might be a first for everything. As you know, it is me, Galen Parker, here. I'm one half of Living in Richmond, one half of Best Friend Team Up. My buddy Jared just got back in town from Miami. He's got a stacked Friday. And we were discussing, how do we engage? We thank all of you guys who have been following us on this YouTube journey. And we're just trying to think of how can we engage better on YouTube. So I thought, why don't we use YouTube Live? And we're going to try to do more of that. We're going to do some more stats. We're going to do some neighborhood rundowns. We're definitely going to take you with us as we go to restaurants. I think you guys will like that. We're going to go to restaurants. We're going to go to tastings. We're going to go to lives and things like that. But I just wanted to jump on here. I'm here in the office. I'm here in the lab. As you can see, let's try that back here. This is Jared and I's idea board. This is where we keep all of the ideas. And so for this one, I just wanted to keep it really brief and look at Chesterfield County. We're just doing some fast stats. The number one question that people ask us is, how is the market? When's the market going to crash? How does this thing affect this thing? How is this going to bounce up another thing? And I thought, why don't I just stop, lose my live on YouTube, living in Virginia virginity, and just try to discuss some of these points. So I'm going to just I'm just looking at some sort of quick stats for Chesterfield County, and it is pretty interesting. Some of these stats are going to be from September, even though we're at the beginning of November. It's always a month lag behind, and we're even lagged more behind, so the October stats will probably be dropping pretty soon. But the number one question I'd look at is, people keep saying, no, I see that prices are fallen. And that is just an emotional thing. I wanted to take a look at what does it actually say in the record books here in the data. And so looking at for September, it says the following. Closed sales, they're up 5.6%. So what does that even mean? Well, it says that the median, which is not my favorite, the median is basically just if they took all of it and they took a number and they could just cut it in half. It's not the average, it's just the number in the middle. But so the median home price for Chesterfield County was $378,000. The average price, $372,000 price. So if you're looking to move into Chesterfield County, so that's, Midlothian High School, Monacan High School, Cloverdale High School, James River High School. I'm not going to name all the high schools. I know I'm going to forget one, and then you guys are going to be like, yeah, you don't know this area. I live in this area. All right. I've been in this area all the time. If we're going to look at, it's $372,350. That is the average cost of a house in the area. So what does that mean? Well, that is a that is a 6.3% increase. So when people say feels like prices are down, stats say they're actually up year to date. Now, they are even up for September. So September compared to the September of 2023. In 2023, the September average price was $366,000, $316 for September. Now, get this, grasp this. What I gave you before was the year to date for September versus September. In September of 2024, it's $392,318. That's the average price if you want to live in Chesterfield County. All right, so let's look at some more of this kind of inventory of homes and sales. So that means also inventory. Inventory, for you guys who don't know, is just how many houses are available. What do you get to pick from? So in 2023, there were 157 houses that went for sale on the market. Now it is down. 132 homes were on market for sale in Chesterfield County. So for any of you guys who remember the laws of supply and demand. So when supply is great, demand is down, prices go down, right? So how do we understand that? Well, if there's a lot of houses and everyone's trying to sell, there's only one way for you to say, hey, pick my house, pick me. You say, well, my house was $10. And everyone's like, oh, all of our house is $10, but you need to sell your house. So you say, okay, my house is $8. And then everyone's like, oh my goodness, I need some house. So my house is $7. And the price goes down because there's a lot of inventory and there's not enough demand. Well, according to this, demand from 2023 to 2024 in September went down. No, I'm sorry. Inventory. Sorry, rewind all that. This is live, so we can't. Inventory went down. So that means that there are not a ton of houses. There's only a few houses. And if there's only a few houses, that means there's not a lot of options. So there's more buyers than sellers. And so all of the buyers are looking at these little bid up houses and saying, all right, this is all we got to choose from. And that person says, hey, my house is $10. And the other person says, well, I'll give you 11. I'll give you 12. I'll give you 13. And that's basically what is happening when it comes to the pricing. So the prices have gone up. Don't trust me for September of 2024. The prices, it was a 7.2% increase for September. It's a 6.3% increase over the year. Things that are good to know. We saw a 10% increase in new listings from last year to this year. That's only a 4% increase from the year to year. So just we're looking at 2024 versus 2023. So not a huge increase. So we're not seeing a lot of decreases. We're seeing a decrease, I thought was interesting, in pending sales for September. I mean, but you can imagine it's hard to have more pending sales if you got less houses on the market than you did the year before. Those two things, like there's just not a lot of things to sell. So these are just some fast stats for Chesterfield County. But I observed the old adage, there is a buyer for every house. There is a time for every person. We sell houses in the dead of winter. One of my last deals of last year, 2023, was like December 27th. I mean, so your house will sell. Now there seasons. Are there better markets, better times? There's better times for everyone. So right now, winter time is usually slower. So that's usually a better time for buyers because there's more inventory in the market and they have a little bit of choice. Now, if you move into like that February, March, April corridor, well, that usually is the springtime. That's usually a better time for sellers because there's more buyers in there because buyers are trying to say, hey, let me find a house before school ends so that my kid can be in an area at the beginning of summertime. They can make all the friends in the world through the summer. Then they can start school with new friends. So these are just some quick, fast stats, guys. This is our first live here on Living in Richmond. We thank you, as always, for just coming along this journey that Jared and I, two best friend team of, has put together. For some of you guys who met us on this here YouTube page and then purchased a home with us or sold a home with us, thank you so much for coming to the client appreciation party that we did 2 weeks ago at ML Steak here in Richmond. We basically rented out the entire Richmond, or the entire restaurant, and we just said, hey, come, bring your family, bring your friends. We're going to buy your dinner, your drinks, we're buying dessert, and we just want to say thank you guys for coming and supporting. But 2025 is almost upon us, so if you are looking to buy and sell here in the Richmond, Virginia, why not try two best friends who love this area a lot, and we're going to take care of you like you are our own family. All right, guys, my name is Galen Parker. I'm one half of Best Friend Team Up. You can reach out to myself at 804-274-9016. If you guys think I'm like struggling with my own phone number, I am not. I was struggling on what I was going to say next because I was trying to make sure I remember Jared's phone number. Jared is 804-536-6100. 6100. All right, so that's 804-536-6100. Man, that's a best friend right there. But anyways, reach out to us. Say, hey, I found you guys on YouTube. I want to work with you. Let us know that. So you can win like a special prize at our client appreciation party. But again, this is Galen Parker. I hope you guys have a great day. It is beautiful outside. Today is November 1st. Let's go out and get it and have a great time. 60 days left in the year.